They are images of love, loss, life, stories held dear, celebrations, vacations, tender family moments. And they have all, at a moment in time, been lost.
Most of the time when people move away or a family member dies, a lot of the stuff is kind of just getting mixed up in what's getting donated, what's getting thrown away.
The Museum of Lost Memories can only be found online, but it will draw you in.
Everyone sees a little bit of their own history, their own family memories.
Social media manager by day, David Gutenmacher, says a trip to a thrift store in 2017 quickly became a part-time hobby.
I saw a ton of photographs sitting at a bucket at a thrift store, and I thought, somebody should be trying to return these back to their original owners. I know that if my family had photos that ended up in a thrift store, I would hope that somebody would flip them over, look at the name, and try to contact me.
In 2020, he posted these images of a family vacation to Africa. The sleuths descended, and the museum became a sought-after destination.
There were no real clues as to who the owners would be. There were no names or anything on it, but there was one guy wearing a shirt that said Wesleyan Swimming. One of my followers looked up every single Wesleyan university, contacted the swimming coaches from the 90s, and one of them finally said, yeah, I do recognize who that is. So many people love that wholesome moment that I think it really blew the project open.
Such was the case a few months ago when he visited the Brimfield Antique Flea Market.
I found a collection of 15 film reels from one family. It was still in a bag, and I took them home. I started digitizing them, and I shared them to my audience, and people loved them.
Keen-eyed followers were quick to point out some Massachusetts locations. We originally thought we would help in the search, but 20 million views beat us to it.
I'm 100% confident that this is my grandmother's old fireplace, and I'm 99% confident that that's my blonde grandmother. And wow, it's amazing.
That was David reading an email he received from a man who he thought the reels belonged to his grandmother. Turns out it was, in fact, a match. David says he has reunited families with hundreds of pictures, but thousands of memories. And that is Chronicle for tonight. Thanks so much for joining us, everyone. I'm Anthony Everett. Have a good evening. Great weekend. See you back here Monday.